Huh?
I have to fly.
No, I left you a present on the wall.
What's that now?
You said you needed a bow.
What? Husband loves me. You think you're funny, do you?
There's a bow for you. Take it away. Take it out there.
Thanks, my love.
It's your bow. So every time you kill something now, it will say you kill it first.
Oh, you're full of nonsense. You know that. I'm going to shoot you. Thanks, my love.
It's a pleasure, my love. Love you more.
No.
Yes, I do. Look at the bow. Look at the bow.
You're full of nonsense. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In the previous episode, we created Ender Farm. If you haven't seen it, maybe go and have a look at it. It was quite an interesting episode. So in today's episode, we're going to... Gax, did you say hi?
Oh no, I haven't. Hi guys.
Gax is not wanting to talk to you guys today. Today we're going to do an Elytra Launcher because Mystery can't get her feet off the ground. So Gax is going to try and help me to fly. You can see this little board behind us. I thought I'd just point out that Gax seems to think he loves me more, but
Gax
I've got
that.
the last message on the board. He wishes he loved me more.
Watch this space.
Okay, so I'm going to get started on this Elytra Launcher.
Alrighty, okay. So Mystery seems like she can't use her Elytra. She can't get off the flat floor. So I thought I will build her a little Elytra Launcher that she can use to get off the floor. So the one that we're going to build is a Zuma Voice one, but I think it was broken in 1.12. But I've made some changes and I think I managed to fix it. So what we're gonna need is some building blocks, some slabs. Don't worry about the quantities, guys. This is there's not as much of these stuff. I just grabbed some resources out of our storage.
I hope that you didn't make me make 4 shocker boxes of boats and we didn't need them all. Okay.
No, we're gonna need all. So don't worry about the quantities. This is way more than what we need. Some building blocks, can be any building blocks, some slabs, some hoppers, glass planes, some ladders. You're definitely gonna need 2 water buckets. The spur with planks is just a marker for me later on. Some redstone, repeaters and comparators for a clock. Pistons, dispenser, lever, fence and sign. Then the big thing what Mystery was complaining about is we've got 4 shocker boxes full of boats. So that is definitely what you're going to need. So I'm gonna first grab just some building blocks. We can start building this place, and now I'm gonna grab some stuff that I might need. Just grab all of them and it's done. Okay, so what we're going to start off with is we're going to shoot that way. Okay, so we're going to build a little, let's find the center here. That's the center, more or less here. I'm going to build a little U shape like that. Actually, no, sorry, it's I'm going to build a 3x3 little platform as such. Going to place a block that side, and I'm gonna place 2 fences either side. I'm gonna take my signs and I'm gonna place a sign right against this fence, and I can place another sign right against that fence, so it sits something like that. So the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab my 2 water buckets. I think a Zuma Voice one was only 1 water source. I used 2, so it's a 1 complete water source. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a dispenser. But the dispenser is only temporary. I'm going to place a dispenser right. Oh no, sorry. I'm so used to building in creative because this is in creative. Back on there, and I'm gonna place a dispenser right there, so we dispense blocks in dispense the boats in this section. What I'm also going to do is I'm gonna just cover this little section up so it sits like that. Going to place a piston right 2 blocks away there, and I'm gonna place the piston in all my pistons. I'm gonna push them in, so I need to go. Come on. Oh man, that's correctly now. I only got 2 pistons now. It keeps place a piston right in there, so it will look something like that. That's just for me to scaffolding to climb on, so it looks something like that. So it looks something like that. You can break this little section in front, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take glass planes and add them in on the side, so it's just like little wings on that side. Happy?
I didn't see that side. I was waiting for you to come this side. Okay, I see now.
So next step is we need to start loading the boats into the dispenser. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place a hopper that goes into the dispenser, another hopper into that hopper, hopper into that hopper, and hopper into that hopper. So I've got 4 hoppers leading into the dispenser. So do you got the shocker boxes, my love?
I do, and I just have to put the shocker box on, am I correct?
Yeah.
And then it'll automatically feed.
Yeah, just place the shocker boxes on top. Where are you going?
No, your scaffolding not complete.
There. So just place the shocker boxes on top.
Can I put 1 on each?
1 on each. 4 hoppers, 4 shocker boxes. And the last one.
Sorry.
Oh, taking long.
No,
okay.
It wasn't in my hotbar, so I had to.
So you will see that the dispensers now fill up with boats. Start sucking all the boats out of the shocker boxes.
Now do you have to replace boats later? Does it run out of boats?
No. This is just a setup. This is you do it once and that's it. There's all those shocker boxes and hopper and dispensers coming out.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do now, I just need to build a little platform for me to work on. So we need that dispenser now to start clocking and start pushing the dispensing those boats. You can do it with a lever, but with that amount of boats it's going to take quite a while. So we're just going to build our little clock. So this time I thought I'll do a different clock just to show different options as well for you guys. So this time I'm going to use a hopper clock. The hopper clock, I'm going to use a hopper, place them in like that, break the first one and place it into the other hopper. So you can see they're facing, ooh, no, I fell down. Jump up, yep. You can see they're facing into each other. So I'm going to place a comparator so you can compare the signal, and I'm gonna use repeaters to send that signal into the dispenser. Currently nothing is happening. All you need to do is place any item in the one of the hoppers, and you will see now the hoppers will now start passing the item to each other. So every time it comes into this hopper, the comparator will pick it up and will send the signal into the dispenser, and the dispenser will start dispensing the boats. This is a slower clock. Our clock is faster, but I just thought I will show a different option. So we'll just wait for this to finish dispensing. You'll see all the boats, they getting dispensed on top of each other. Just be careful not to use too many boats. You can use more boats. You can use up to about 7 double chests full of boats. So we're only using 2 double chests. The reason why I use it a bit less is for lag. And left, you've got a zombie on you. Okay then?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Where are you going now?
Down.
You okay there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my sword has that flame on it, and then when you hit it, then you get inflamed as well.
So this is nearly done. Okay, so you'll see the clock will still go because that item is still going, but you'll see that the dispenser is empty and it will stop dispensing. So now we can break up all these hoppers and shocker boxes. We are done with them, and we can break up the little clock. We're done with this. Okay, now be very careful at this point. Do not bump. Now my wife is bumping me.
Sorry.
Let's build this up again so I can stand. So this is what it's going to look like when all the boats are dispensed in this little section. And now the difficult part, not difficult part, but be very careful. You're going to break that dispenser, but do not bump those boats. The moment you bump those boats, they will all rush out of there. So I'm just going to build a little pillar up here to run about there, just to stop them from jumping out. And what we're going to do now is this little piston at the back. I'm going to place a lever down on the block. Please do not use a button, only use a lever. If you use a button, it's going to split them all out. Use a lever and push this block into the boats like such. Okay, we're done with the piston and that block. I'm going to pick up my piston, and that's what it looks like now. So just to show you, I don't want to bump these now. From the top view, the boats need to be a tiny bit in front of the glass panes. Then you know that you are correct. Okay, that's when you know you're correct. Okay, now the next step is I need to push a glass pane into the boats from the top. So I'm gonna build a little, once again, this temporary block there, and pane is gonna go in there. I need another block up. So there we go. Build a little archway, make our placement easier. So I'm going to use the glass panes again and the piston. Place the piston, place a glass pane, and this time once again use a lever, and I'm gonna push that glass pane. Let me show you up here. Push that glass pane into the boats. When you've done that, you can break the lever in the piston, and that's what it looks like. The glass in the boats. Now, also a very delicate part. We now need to place slabs. So I'm gonna find my slabs. There we go. So I'm gonna place the slabs. I'm gonna place the slabs against the glass by holding and shift, and place 3 slabs in front of the boats. And just take all of this out now. We're all done with this, and that's what it's going to look like. Next step is I'm going to jump back on top here. I'm going to use my glass blocks. I'm going to build on the middle slab 1, 2, and I'm going to use my 1 spur wood plank, and I'm going to put it up there, and on the glass plane 1, 2, 3, 4. Just jump down here and place on this glass plane 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can fill this one in there as well. Now what we can do is we're going to use normal. So we've got the 4 pillars of, or the 3 pillars of glass, and what I can do now is on the glass plane here, build 2 blocks up. I'm going to use glass now to jump in. I'm gonna use ladders on this side and this side, and ladders on this side and there. Sorry, I just wanna change that. Sorry. This I can't have. Okay. So I'm just gonna use this glass block to stand on. This will come out. I'm gonna use ladders and place, holding and shift, standing on the edge, and place 2 ladders on the inside of this block. So I don't have stairs.
I've got some.
Give me some stairs there.
Have I just heard Raven?
We'll just use cobblestone stairs for now. No, it's fine. We'll just use it. Okay, let's jump down in my love. And I'm just gonna build a little stair structure.
You want it to be different to the stone, because otherwise it's gonna all look the same.
And it doesn't matter. When you finish, you can decorate this the way you want it. I'm just busy building technical, so. So that and all of this can come out. We're all done. Please don't use the Elytra Launcher yet. It's not finished. So you've got stairs now where you can go up to the top. Okay. That last block can come out. Now go to the front and you will see there's a boat at the bottom. So depending on many things, it can be 1 boat or it can be 5 boats, but all the bottom boats need to be broken. So I'm gonna break the first. I only had 1 boat, so you see I broke the first boat and all of them dropped. Now we are ready for launch. So we're gonna give this a whirl. So I'm gonna grab some rockets. So, and a lot of the other Elytra launchers that I've watched, no one explains how the launcher works properly. There's no magic fairy that opens your Elytra automatically for you. You still have to open the Elytra by yourself. So what this little wood block is just a marker. So I'm gonna look to the top, so that the top of the glass aligns more or less with the bottom of my screen. I'm gonna walk forward, and I'm gonna start dropping down this little hole. As I see the wood block, you can double tap your spacebar to open up your Elytra and right click on a rocket to launch you forward. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna look up, line the top of the glass to the bottom of my screen. I'm gonna walk forward. As I see the wood block, I'm gonna double tap spacebar and I'm gonna right click on my rocket to launch. So test drive number 1, here we go. Walk forward. There we go. As I saw the wood block, I opened the Elytra and I fired my rocket. So now for the real content of this video, it's time for Mystery to...
I went looking for rockets and I can't find any.
It's in our crafting box, but yeah, you can have
I've
some.
got 10, but I mean, you know me, I'm trigger happy, so I might need like 6 just to get launched.
There's more behind you. I'm just trying to find out where it's going to be a good view of this.
Really are being nasty.
Oh, I'm not being nasty. I just want to see how you launch, how you use this. I want to see you use my creation. The whole point for you to for building this is for you to fly. So there she goes. Oh, no, she didn't open it. She didn't open it.
Sorry, I actually wasn't ready. I don't know why.
Okay, let's try this again.
You know, really, this could be take 7 by the time we finish here, and I actually take off.
The trick is look up, line the top of the glass to the bottom of your screen. Walk forward until you start dropping down on the ladders. As you see the wood block.
Can you only have 17? Sorry, love. No, I was a bit confused. Why will my other rockets not join the others?
Because it's different types of rockets.
Ew.
So look up. Walk forward. As you see the wood block, double tap spacebar to open Elytra and shoot the rocket.
Here we go.
Here we go. Come make me proud. No!
I'm sorry.
Why are you opening your Elytra?
I'm just not getting the spacebar and the
double
rocket
tap.
launcher and the... Yeah, I didn't double tap, I just tapped once, and that's the problem.
First double tap. The double tap is the most important.
I'm not getting the double tap in.
The double tap has to
Did
go
I blame
first.
it on my keyboard?
Yeah, I suppose you can.
Can I get a new keyboard?
No. You can blame it on it. It doesn't mean it's the keyboard's fault.
Let's try again. Let's see if I can double tap.
Okay, third time lucky. Everyone hold thumbs. Here goes Mystery. And it worked! 3 times lucky and Mystery's flying. So, a successful build with a purpose.
Now I've got to learn how to use it.
So let's go use... Well, you just used it.
Look how nicely we've cleared out our base area.
Let me just get up here. We'll have to get... We'll beautify this a bit more. And make it look... Fit the theme of the area. There we go. My wife is flying. Finally. Everyone, a lot of people ask me what this block is for. Just in the mid sky. Yes, it's not a random block. I placed a block there. It's actually a marking point for our camera account to record the progress of the base. You guys can see we've cleared out quite a bit of mountains here and start doing prep work for the other towers. So we are ready to start building towers, but we'll do that off camera because it's not very exciting stuff.
Yeah, no, we don't want to bore everyone. We'll do that off camera.
But yeah, I think this, so we're gonna build 3 more of these towers in here, and I think that's going to
Our little
be quite impressive.
town is coming
Yeah, it's
along
coming
nicely.
along. And then in the middle there, in this whole section, is going to be a massive storage area. Then we can store, I think it was 250 items and mass storage. And yeah, this is a little place coming along. I think from the top it looks starting to look like something. You enjoy having fun, my love?
I'm landing.
You're landing.
Landed on our roof on the top of our first tower.
Yeah, we need to also clean all this up.
There we go. From the top here you can see it nicely. The other 3 towers.
And we can sit and watch the sunset from here. And I think that's it for today.
Yeah, let me take a screenshot of that.
I don't know how many screenshots of the sun setting my wife's already got. But
Do we
yeah,
actually use any of them? No.
we haven't used one.
Oh, I think we did in one of our first episodes.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the thumbnails.
But guys, thanks for joining us again in another episode. We hope to see you guys next time. If you liked, subscribe, leave us a comment, let us know what you thought, and share with your friends on social media. I hope to see you guys in the next episode.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.